Hello and welcome to a little bit of a side episode of Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. This time we're going to spend a little bit of time doing a little cleanup, leveling Fina up a little bit, and getting discoveries most importantly. We want to get as many discoveries at this point as we can. First thing we need to do is go talk to Doc because, well, we have a moonfish for him. This shouldn't take very long, unlike the last time.
Hi.
Yeah. Alright. I decided that I would show every single one of these just because I do always get a new item. It's never anything new, usually. They'll have a scene occasionally, but I want to show you guys the items I get so you know what I have. Okay, so I got a gem of fluidity. That's nice. Okay, so now we want to find some discoveries. And actually, you know what? Let's fight this thing. This is a random ship battle we can find, and it's just a Valuan ship, and it's useful to do. They give a lot of experience, and also you want to fight a certain number of random ship battles in order to get the best titles in the game. And this is a very easy ship. So he's talking about fighting the magic cannon. Yeah. I'm terrified. We already have some really good cannons here, so whatever. No threat. I guess we'll have Vice using standard cannon here, and Ica focus, Fina focus, and Drachma use this 3-inch cannon. The way the 3-inch cannon works is you can use it, and then you can also use it again for another turn. And so that means you'll fire twice, but it takes twice as many points to use. So it's pretty good. This is a spell ship, so he's going to be casting lots of different spells at us. Does some damage, not a big... Don't worry too much about it. We just want to focus because next turn we could have used the harpoon cannon, but we're probably going to kill this ship with just our regular cannons. It's pretty simple. You could just basically guard and focus every single turn, and then you just use the harpoon cannon and kill it in one shot, but I want to show off these new cannons we got. We're going to need them for an upcoming set of bosses that are pretty difficult. Ooh, that's actually pretty dangerous. I think I'm in a little bit hurt here. And we missed our standard cannon. Fantastic. Well, it looks like I made a stupid mistake. And we didn't do enough damage to it to allow us to even use the harpoon cannon, so that's a problem. But what we can do is we can have Vice focus here. Ica use her magic. Sakras will restore 8,000 HP worth of damage in the middle of this battle. Have her use that. Fina can focus, and Drachma can guard. We'll just play it a little bit safe this turn. Basically, this is what makes the ship battles a little bit not challenging, is you can heal for such an enormous amount, especially if you've been working on your green magic. And if you get the highest level green magic, rank 6, you can get a spell that will fully restore you. And they have items like the repair kits, which will do the same. So, you know, it's not that bad, but, you know, you have to be a little bit careful. So my plan is I'm going to show every individual random ship battle. This is a spell ship. These things will become... They are the weakest random ship battles. In fact, I would say they're the weakest ship battles in general in the game. They're actually doing a fair amount of damage to me. The main reason is because I don't have any magic defense, which, you know, you can eventually buy items for, which is not a big deal. So if I were fighting basically any other ship, it'd be much easier, but I'm not, so there's that. Actually, I want Drachma to fire this 3-inch cannon on these 2 turns here. Let's see how much we can do. Hopefully we'll manage to actually hit the guy. That would have sure been nice if we had hit with our standard cannon that one time. But this ship is kind of showing off the new strategy you'll end up seeing a lot. They'll fire a lot of sub-cannons and a lot of regular, more powerful attacks at you, which can be bad. Like, you can be taking a lot of damage in one turn, like that one turn I took over 3,000 damage. It can be pretty hairy sometimes. Like right there, I just took 3,000 damage because he has stacked the attacks. Early on, you're going to be relying on your harpoon cannon to do most of your damage, unfortunately. We need Ica to sack rest here in the middle, and we'll have Ina guard, I guess. We'll have her focus. Rock will use a standard cannon, it'll do a little bit more damage. We want to stack it into the C plus because we're very likely to do a little bit more damage and definitely hit, which is really the key. Luckily, it looks like he didn't evade our next turn. That was why it only did 480 damage there. Yeah, some pretty good damage. C plus turn. If I were smart, I would have used 2 more standard cannons, would have finished them off, but I was not. And the random ship battles, the reason they're kind of called random ship battles, even though they're not, obviously, that ship was in a very specific spot. We could have easily avoided it, even though I decided not to. The reason they're called that is because they kind of respawn in the same area. Like, this spell ship is basically the same spell ship that led us through the Valuan blockade at the beginning, when we first were going into Valua. So, it is there, if that makes any sense. It does. You sack rest there. Tina, guard, I guess, and Draco would just punch him in the face. Whatever. He'll die. I could have used Increm, but whatever. We're gonna hopefully heal all our stuff. It's really my goal. I want to end this with full health. Of course, I use a lot of magic to get full health, but it's not a big deal. And unfortunately, Ica's the only one that has good healing spells right now. But, oh well. It'll probably do a little bit of damage here. Yeah. Oh, good. Just using crap. Not a big deal. We'll use the harpoon cannon on it and kill it.
Harpoon cannon, fire!
Cool, yeah, as you see, the harpoon cannon did 15,000 damage. Tried to use it on that second turn, even though I wasn't able to. I would have killed it. He has 101 experience, pretty good. Fina's level 6, alright. That's what really matters. We got a bomb from it. I was hoping it would drop something else, but oh well. Not a big deal. Alright, we want to go west here. There's a discovery to be found that we want to find as soon as possible. And it'll give a ton of things. Money, excuse me. The thing about this particular discovery is that it is not in the Dreamcast version. I believe this is the first discovery that isn't in the Dreamcast version. And we're looking for a little island near the lower sky that's kind of rising and falling. Another thing to be a little bit wary of is that should be a boat floating around near this discovery. Do not talk to that boat. In fact, there's the boat. Don't talk to this particular boat, okay? Do me that favor. It will start a boss battle. And that boat will only appear there on the GameCube version if you talk to the Guildmaster and have this particular item here. Let's see if I can find it. If you have this item, the black spot, await you west of Sailor's Island, this thing is, well, that boat is the person that gave you that. So don't mess with it. So yeah, let's just keep looking for this little discovery here. I'll be right back until I find it. Okay, there's the discovery. You can see what it does is it actually floats between lower sky and mid sky. So it's a little known fact that you can actually get this right now, but it's the Mirage Island, and it's only in the GameCube version. It's pretty interesting that you can get it. Cool. So we got it. Now, we want to head back to Sailor's Island, and we're going to actually continue with what we want to be doing, which is getting the rest of the discoveries. And there's another random ship. We'll just avoid it. Whatever. You can see that that little thing will beep. Not a big deal. Whatever. We don't care. Get some of these fish because they're cute. But yeah, like I was saying, there's quite a few important discoveries to be made here. Now, the reason we want to make these discoveries now is just basically because of Domingo. We don't want him to get any discoveries as far as we can avoid. So let's do that. You can see that the red sun just rose there, which means that we're now in Nacer territory. We want to keep checking our map and making sure we go into the correct area. We want to make sure that we are near where we want to be, and that's through this sky rift here. Pretty soon we'll be fighting some new enemies, I swear, but in the meantime, we're here at this new area. We get this nice little scene. Well, it is a desert. You went to a desert already. What are you talking about? We took that guy to Nacer. I always like these little funny Ica imaginations. And of course, Vice is the one always getting messed up. Makes sense. You don't want to end up like Michael Jackson, poor guy. I love Michael Jackson so much, but it's sad what happened to him back in the day. I don't know if that's how that works, but okay. Yeah. Where'd you hear that story? Who tells you these stories? I see. So the red moon, for whatever reason, has the properties to make everything a desert. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Boy, that sounds like the worst place to start. Okay, so it's in this temple called Pirin. She knows where it is. I don't know why. Alright. Yeah. Nice clothes. I'm sure there's nice clothes. I don't know about, the golden gems and match stuff, but there's definitely nice clothes. That's what's important. We can go buy whatever we want. Fina's like, what are you talking about? Fina, the fact that you don't know what buying means you really weren't paying attention when we were at Sailor's Island just a little while ago. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, well, not to her, I guess. No, she obviously doesn't. She didn't know what, anything was. So she doesn't know what money is. Okay. Alright, so we're supposed to go to Murabba. And Drachma's just like, yeah, finally he says something, man. Bumming me out that he hasn't said anything this whole game. Practically. Okay, so now we're near Murabba. Let's look around here. Okay, so there's Murabba. We can go here, but let's not do that. First thing we want to do is go over here. Should be something right here. That's the topple rock. That's the thing that Domingo was looking for. Now that we've found it, we can get the credit for it, which is what we want, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Somehow these things have never toppled. Awesome. Let's go back to Murabba. Here's some new enemies. Interesting. So, this is a stone beak. It's just a bird that has a lot of health. We're gonna need to hit it hard with Drachma probably to kill it, but that's okay. We can do that. And we're gonna have Fina probably hit it, and we'll punch out this guy over here with Drachma. But Aika's Alpha Storm should do a fair amount of damage to these guys. Yep, killed the 2 Spore Flies. Pretty cool. As you can see, the Stone Beak, not so effective. Oh, Vice didn't even manage to kill that thing. That's a bummer.
Over there.
Fina's Cupel, until we can upgrade him to so little damage, it's just... And also, she's so low level still. She's only like level 7. And so, this guy, used a move called Fatigue Breath. What that does is it means that she's not restoring any SP at all. So her focus will do nothing, and that was a silence. So she's basically worthless at the moment. She can't cast spells, nor can she recover any SP, which is really awful. But whatever. We don't really care about Fina right now. She's only here to get the experience, which is what she's getting, as long as she doesn't get killed, which she didn't. So that's cool. We're gonna need to heal her, obviously, after this battle, but not a big deal. Hopefully we gain some fair experience. 87, pretty good. Yep, and Fina's about to gain... Ah, man, we got so lucky. Got our Moonberry, awesome. So we can get Fina's level 2 skill, which... Actually, can't remember what it is. Okay, this is a pretty good move. It's useful against some late-game bosses, actually. We'll get it. Let's get that for Fina. We could have waited and gotten Vice's skill, but whatever, we'll get that for her. We like Fina. Let's go ahead and use a Sacred Crystal on her. And so now that we're at Murabba, we're actually still not going to go in. We're going to go east of Murabba. Just fly around east. And you should see this floating island here. It's floating around in a little circle. That's neat. We wanted to go up to it and check it out. It's called the Wandering Lake, something straight out of Dragon Ball. Yeah, it is strange. I don't really know how this works, but that's cool. Apparently every so often it falls down to the ground. Interesting. Anyway, not a big deal. So now we want to go over here. And fight another new enemy, the Red Looper. Or I call it the Red Looper, it's called a Loopalon, whatever. What we'll do is we won't attack it this turn because we won't be able to hit it, most likely, which is unfortunate. And it ran away, unfortunately, but whatever, not a big deal. It gives a lot of experience, but oh well, that's sad. It would have been really nice, actually, to get that, because Fina needs it. Oh well. Another thing that's nice is Fina did manage to get the second level of green magic off screen while I was roaming around. So she's a little bit more effective. Once she gets level 3, she'll be basically on the same par with Aika, which will be nice. Fina also finally got level 2, and we got another Moonberry. This is absurdly lucky, viewers. Like, I don't know what to say about that. I never see them get this many Moonberries, but we want to float around this little general vicinity here, because there's a discovery to be made. The Oasis. And yeah, some of the Oasis lost a little bit of importance once we started flying around. Not surprising. Here's yet another new enemy. And hopefully this time we'll actually get to kill this Loopalon with Drachma's counterattack, as luck would have it. Cool. Really useful. Keep getting a little lucky. Him attacking Vice, not a big deal. Fatigue, not a big deal on Vice. And in fact, we can use Cutlass Fury on this guy. The Asbeth are actually quite dangerous. We want to use Delta Shield every turn against them. They have a move that can instantly kill one of your party members, and you don't want to mess with that. At this point in the game, especially since we can't really revive easily. You have to use Fina to do that. It's 50% chance and 50% health. It's not worth it. You just don't mess with that. If you know that an enemy has Eternity, which is the name of the spell, don't mess with it at all. That's pretty unlucky, actually, summon that guy, but hopefully Drachma can beat him to death. I love Drachma. He's a solid 230 damage at this point. Really strong. Hopefully you don't get counterattacked here. Good. We have no choice but to just do regular attacks on this guy. Okay. This should kill him. You can poison him. It's pretty cool. Ika, believe in you. You're a winner. Alright. And like I said, the enemies around here aren't that bad, so I think it's worth it to just keep the weapon on whatever you want to learn. We still want to learn Silver Magic Device, we still want to learn stuff with Green Magic with Ika, Green Magic with everybody else. In fact, we can change Funa's weapon. I neglected to do that. We should do that. Ika even learned Curia, which is nice. And we can go up here to this area, and we'll find the Sand Falls. Cool. Yeah, the desert is really the true treasure. That's true. This guy knows what he's talking about. One last new enemy, guys. Looks like there's a Durell Beetle. These enemies are nothing to write home about. I'm not concerned with them. The Azbeth are my concern. I'm going to use Delta Shield this turn, just in case. And we'll have Fina, I don't know, just have her guard. There's too many enemies to really kill at this point. We'll have her, and Drachma and Vice kill the Azbeth, so that way I can be freed up to use Alpha Storm. And we'll worry about the Durell Beetles next turn. The Stonebeaks do a lot of damage. We'll have Vice use Cutlass Sphere on those guys. Hopefully he doesn't get fatigued. Yeah, we got a little lucky in that we had a sudden hit on those guys. I guess we can't use Alpha Storm. Not a big deal. Let's have these guys attack the Durell Beetle. Should hopefully kill it. Drachma can attack the other one. Yeah. Hopefully Ika and Fina can finish those guys off. Like the Azbeth, they call allies. Luckily it isn't a Stonebeak, which have way too much health. We can fight these Durell Beetles all day. Stonebeaks do have a little more health than I like to deal with. Basically have to Cutlass Fury to kill them without a combo Vice Drachma. Not worth it. Okay, so he's using Drone, which is a yellow elemental spell that lowers all stats. It's basically the opposite of Incraft. And in general, I don't think it's very good of a spell. That's why I'm not worrying too much about yellow elemental. We have enough for another Cutlass Fury, luckily. And we should be able to basically finish off these guys this turn.
Here goes.
He's using Slipara, hopefully on Ika. No. I guess it hits everybody. That actually really sucks. If he hits everybody with sleep, hopefully he misses Vice at least. Good, we just got really lucky in it. He missed everybody. Okay, cool. Yeah, that actually is a pain in the butt. If he had hit everybody with that sleep, it would have been a problem, but luckily he did not.
That was easy.
Good stuff. That should be some pretty good experience as well. Yeah, 190, pretty good. We got Fina level 9. She's rapidly catching up with the rest of our group, which is awesome. We definitely want her to be pretty relatively caught up by the time we get to the next dungeon here. She should be. And we want to actually head back to around the area we got the Oasis. There are a couple more discoveries we can make here, which is nice. You know, we want to hug this wall here. Should find some more, unless I'm crazy. Yeah, okay. Okay, like I said, just hug this wall here. Should come across the next discovery. Yep, we can find the Star Sand. This one, again, you won't find this one on the Dreamcast version. The last few I got, you will, but not this one. And then there's one other one we want to find here, and this one can be a little tricky to find. We won't be able to sail in here, but if you just hit Mash A around this edge here, you can find the Maroon Isle. And that's the last discovery to be made for a little while. There's one other to make, but I'm going to go ahead and do that next time. So I hope to see you guys then on Let's Play Skies of Arcadia.